Welcome to Confessions of Being Fabulous with Priscilya Hawks, where we live, we learn, and we grow. So, as you can see, we put the tree up. So, I figured I would do this live in front of the tree. We're talking about gratitude. This is a 31 Days of Gratitude challenge. We are on day 3. The first day, I think I said be grateful for a person. I was grateful for my son for obvious reasons, but for some reasons that you can also check out if you go watch the video. The second day, yesterday, we said, let's be grateful for a thing, because I was like, I get it. Some of you may be over people for whatever reason. That happens. You may have a bad string of events or a bad string of circumstances that result in you feeling like a victim and result in you just being through with people. I get it. Today, though, we're not going to talk about we're not going to talk about a person or a thing. I want to talk a bit about gratitude blockers. And sometimes what we are not understanding is that by having some of the things we'll discuss in the next few days, we can be standing in the way of our ability to express gratitude for something that we would otherwise be grateful for. So we're not going to go through all of them in one day. It's called the 31 Days of Gratitude Challenge, but we'll go through one today. So today, let's talk about forgiveness. Forgiveness. And forgiveness is a huge gratitude blocker because we may feel justified in whatever we have gone through. And I know in at least one video, I've talked about forgiveness before and just how detrimental it can be to your psyche, to your emotional state, your, situation if you're trying to like move on. And now if you don't want to move on, if you want to harp on something, if you want to just like be in a stuck place, then don't forgive. Just, go right ahead and feel how you feel. And I'm laughing, but it's not funny because most people, you don't want to feel like you're in a stuck place. But we will also not be open to the idea of forgiveness or other gratitude blockers. But think about it like this. When you forgive someone, you are not forgetting what they did. You're not giving them a pass saying it's okay to do it again, but you're really kind of energetically freeing yourself. You're saying, my life is so important. My well-being is so important that I'm going to free myself from the drama, the whatever it was, the emotional baggage, which is now stuck with me. I'm going to free myself from that. I forgive you. And it doesn't mean that you end up being BFFs. It doesn't mean that you are even in touch with this person. You might continue to be out of touch with this person forever, but it's all good. It is okay. You can forgive the person because now you're in a place where you can be on the receiving end of some good feelings, some good emotions. And what have I said in prior videos? If you feel good, if you feel a calm sense of just well-being, you're going to think thoughts that align with that state of mind. And when you think those kinds of thoughts, you're going to then take actions that are also in alignment with that good feeling. The opposite is also true. If you don't feel that great, if you feel aggressive, if you feel tough, if you feel like you want to fight, well, imagine the words that are going to come out of your mouth. Imagine the actions that you're going to take. This is when you see people, a person with a customer service job as an example, and they're supposed to be providing customer service, and they look like they got up on the wrong side of bed. Who knows what kind of thoughts they had before they got to work that day, but we can probably guess they weren't great thoughts. They weren't the best thoughts, right? So again, the whole point of this challenge is I don't want to just tell you, I want you to experience it for yourself. But I do know firsthand that the benefits of experiencing gratitude as a lifestyle have to do with putting you in a good feeling state, in a better feeling state. You may not feel the best every single day. You may not feel like every single day you just can't wait to get out of bed and go conquer the world. You may not feel that every single day. So I don't want to make any misrepresentations, but I will certainly say that you will feel better. Hi, I see I have some people. Hello, Harry's Arts, Prince Clam, Abraham, somebody Dixon. Sorry, I don't want to butcher that middle, but hello all. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sitting a little far back, so sorry if my face is all the way in the camera, but thanks for being here. This is 31 Days of Gratitude. This is day 3, and we're talking about forgiveness. And so I want to encourage you, if you, we're talking about gratitude blockers. And so today, the blocker we're talking about is forgiveness. So forgiveness, if you know, want to make a list, if you want to just off the top of your head now, you know, that person may be very much front of mind because you've allowed them to energetically kind of soak up everything you got. I want to encourage you to consider forgiving that person today, like now, because you're going to feel, and actually, I don't know if you're gonna immediately feel something different, but I like to I like to see it as like a weight, an energetic weight being lifted from my shoulders, and that then allowing me energetically to kind of show up in the world a different way. So I know that sometimes people don't feel like they can forgive because they were the victim of something that was just really, really horrible. And again, I'm not condoning anything that puts you in that place of being a victim. I'm not condoning violence. I'm not condoning anything of the sort. I'm also not condoning or asking you to be friends with someone who has hurt you, you know, time and time again, or even once. None of that. And I'm also not saying that you have to reach out to them and ask for forgiveness. This is really all, um, or reach out and give forgiveness. This is all you. This is all you deciding to basically take a moment with self. You could get a notepad if you want to. You could write a letter. I've done that before. I have a running note in the Evernote app. Huge fan. And whenever I feel something so thick, like emotionally, that I just can't, you know, like I can't function. I can't think about anything else. I can't, then that means I need to immediately get this emotion out. And one of the ways to get emotion out is to journal or, you know, write. You can literally write, but you can also nowadays just go to the note section of your phone and just type away. And I feel better when it's over. And so that lets me know that sometimes it's not about like saying this directly to the person, although if you want to do that, go ahead and do that. But sometimes you just got to get it out because it's blocking other feelings that want to come in. Gratitude, you know, may want to come in. You may have actually, at the same time that this person looked at you sideways or said what they said, you may have also experienced the same day something that you could be grateful for. But you may have chosen, instead of focusing on the thing that you could be grateful for, to focus on the person over here that looked at you sideways. They both happen on the same day. They both can get your energy, but you made a choice to put it over here, right? So when that happens, you're basically just now putting yourself in a worse feeling state. And these are the things that ultimately, oh, okay, I'm almost close. I had promised these wouldn't be over 10, so I'm going to jump because we're at the 9-minute mark. But these are the things that make you energetically not feel great. And then you start walking around saying things like, there's nothing to be grateful for. There's nothing in my life to be grateful for. But you have food in the refrigerator. You have shoes on your feet. You have clothes on your back. You have a huge 75-inch TV screen in your living room. You have a whole place to live in and you're not living outside. You have food in your refrigerator. Did I say that already? I think that's because I'm hungry. I'm making chicken right now. I'm actually really hungry. Ready for it to be done. But you get the point. So gratitude, this is what the challenge is about. But today we started the segment of days where we're going to go over gratitude blockers. And the one that we mentioned today was forgiveness. So I'm going to jump. We'll come back tomorrow for day 4, but consider that. So your challenge for today, go into your room, to your cubby hole, to your bathroom, whatever, a place where there's some peace and quiet, and really reflect on who are the people in my life that I'm going to need to forgive so that I can move on. Forget them for a second. You are the one that wants to move on, right? You are the one that wants to feel better, right? So you have to be the one to forgive. And when you do that, do it understanding and knowing that it doesn't mean that you're ready for this person to be in your life again. If maybe they'll never be in your life again. It's not about that, but it's about some feelings that you would much rather feel than the weight and the heaviness of not forgiving someone and holding on to the thing that they did. It just doesn't feel good in here. It doesn't. Even if you think it does, I promise you it doesn't. So, like I said, I'm never here to force or convince, but I just hope I can inspire you to think a new thought, to try something different, and see how you feel. And that's what this challenge is all about. Ultimately, you'll decide if you want to live a lifestyle of gratitude, but I'm here hoping that I can be a vessel that shows you another way and that you actually try that other way and actually like that other way. And then you live this whole gratitude as a lifestyle life. And maybe even come back and tell me about it in the comments. All right. But have a wonderful day, and we'll be back tomorrow. It looks like I'm coming around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I didn't want to commit to a time just because it's a little crazy right now. But the last 3 days I've been here approximately at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It has not been 4 p.m. on the nose. I think 3:45-ish yesterday. The first day it was like 4. Today I might have showed up 4:20 or so. But 4 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. As the days go on, if I can be more, spot on with the time, I will. But right now, it's best that I kind of provide a window. All right. I wish you lots of fun, laughter, abundance in your life. Peace.